Good morning on a Wednesday morning, 9 o'clock a.m., May 10th, 2023. This is Windows Daily number 212. Checking on an audio confirmation. There it is. That one's muted. Come over and say hello to people in chat. Because why not? Turn on picture-in-picture. Speedy C, now we see Grandpa Doug, Gaming Doug. Playing Fortnite, nicely done. Are the Dougs ever happy apart from LiveWindowsTraining-DougBetts? Keep up the great work. Are the Dougs ever happy apart from LiveWindowsTraining-DougBetts? Okay, so that's referring to the trailer that appeared before today's live stream showed up. Currently, I'm doing trailers. I'll do the same trailer 2 days in a row. After that, there's no place for you to see that. Now I see some hearts. What are those things called again? Some kind of reactions. I think that's what they're called. Can I do a reaction from me? No, those reactions are just emojis. I forgot how you do those things that come floating up from the bottom. Anyway, so when I was getting ready for the show, I start things up on Big Beast Build. It opens up the tabs that I want. And then I go click on them. I'm going to see my Fortnite game. What is this stuck on my Fortnite channel for? I forgot that I had that trailer running. Now, actually, the trailer showed before yesterday's pop-up live stream. Is it a pop-up live stream if I've scheduled it? Because I scheduled that one yesterday in the restaurant. An hour or two ahead of time, I think. And it also had this same trailer, but I'm not counting that as one of the two. I'll do two of the Windows Daily shows with the same trailer and then do a new one. Doug, why are you doing that? Why are you doing these trailers? Because it gives me a creative outlet and I'm enjoying it. I don't know if that'll be a growth component of my channel, but I'm having fun with it. Good morning, everyone from Tim Sowell, Nick Poverman, nice intro. My mom, who plays 90, plays Fortnite too. She started playing with my nephew during the height of COVID. Brian Lightfoot, you good for nothing gamer. That was one of the lines from that trailer. Sadly, LWTDB disappeared shortly after that. On a good note, Grandpa Doug is now the ruler of Fortnite. This is from Ken Stout Live. And he's referring to, again, the trailer, because I showed that I won the game. And implying that I'm going to drop Live Windows Training in favor of my Fortnite channel. No. Not going to happen. Hi, Doug and chat from Carl J. Al J says, great trailer. Nick Poverman, if you cut off your left hand, your right hand will be left. Good one. Ran Israel, hi all. Selden Ball, greetings all. At 64 degrees Fahrenheit, mostly sunny, maybe with good weather, will last for a fortnight. Again with Fortnite. Bobby Warren was present during my Fortnite live stream this morning. He says hello to Ken and hello to Doug. And he was also talking during my Fortnite game about making a trip out to California from Florida and making the attempt to meet up with me. And while he's out here, also meet up with Carrie Holzman, or try to. Ken Stout says, currently we're sitting at 68, expecting a high of golfing later in the day and sunny. LJ says, hi everyone. There's audio on YouTube. There's your confirmation. Good morning, Doug, from Long Dog. John Williams, good morning, sir. It was a live stream yesterday night. Did you corrected me on something there? Did I say it was yes? I don't know what I said. It's Jeff Ryman, Speedy C, and that catches me up. Now, if I go over here to my channel comments, what do we got here? 4 of the comments were all from the live stream from the cafeteria yesterday. Cafeteria? Restaurant. RMCB6739, 16 hours ago. Wow, what a crew. Who all went to jail? I think I need to make this a little bit bigger. And then Ellen Kinster. That would be Lorna M. Kinster. So that's Ken Style. Yes, you are live and you can't change the camera orientation. Okay, Doug, what was up with the camera orientation? You did a horrible job on that live stream from the restaurant. One, my volume wasn't loud enough. 2, I kept moving that phone around on the surface, which made horrible noises. 3, I started out trying to go live with the phone in landscape orientation, but I had forgotten how you start a live stream on YouTube on a cell phone. So I turned it back vertical and then eventually remembered the plus sign that you have to touch. And so at some point I got that started while I was in portrait orientation. At that point, yeah, I saw that I can't change the orientation, and some of you, such as Kens, any of the Kens out there, were laughing at me for trying to change to a landscape orientation. But that is what I tried to start out with. I need some more occasional practice with live streaming from a cell phone. Now, for the sound, I got this speaker that I would take on other occasions. I'll take that with me. It pairs by Bluetooth, and it is a speaker and a microphone. So I could have had that on the table, and I think our voices would have been picked up much better. However, it also might pick up more of the restaurant noise, which there wasn't a whole lot because, as Tim cleverly arranged, we started dinner at 4:30, and that restaurant was not very crowded at all. Tony's saying you were low, homie. I'm assuming he's referring to the volume on that video, which I just explained my plans for that. Am I going to be doing more live streams from cell phone? It's possible with these trailers. It's possible that I might record something through the cell phone and use that as a component of a trailer occasionally. Let's see. Then here, Mr. Moonwalker Tim. That would be one of Tim Sowell's YouTube channel names. Really, 4 tech guys and 4 photo guys. Wait a minute, that makes 8. I only saw 4 people. I barely qualified as a photographer, as a photography guy, because back in the day, when probably junior high school, I started with working with video cameras and 35 millimeter cameras, and taking photos and such. And I learned how to use a dark room, and I was in the photo club, and I was in photo class and doing all kinds of photography stuff in high school. But I haven't done a whole lot. I've never owned a DSLR, yeah, digital single lens reflex. SLR was before the digital, just a regular single lens reflex. And yes, I didn't really own it. It was my dad's camera, but yeah. So that's how I got qualified. It was one of the 4 photo guys, and Tim is saying, well, all 4 of those guys are computer technicians at some levels, and all 4 of those guys were photographers at some levels. Avicii, let's see, let me get that right. Come on. Avicii, with a look. Avicii Grafstein. I'm not making fun of it. I'm trying to get the pronunciation down better. Avicii. Got to get that grumble thrumble in the throat. Avicii. It's not a CH sound. It's that guttural sound. Anyway, Grafstein says, just 1 minute ago. Great video. Thank you, Doug. Well, thank you for the compliment. That was 1 minute ago when I last refreshed this page. Let's see. I cannot point out, I don't have a trailer programmed anywhere right now. I was thinking I want to demonstrate a couple of how-to things for the trailers. So let me just say this. As you're pulling up a tab for my next live stream, if you get tired of watching that trailer, you can just drag the playhead to the end. You don't have to watch it through every time. If you want to see it again, you can hit the refresh button on the top left area of your address bar, this refresh button up here, and it'll replay the trailer. And then the other thing that happens on trailers is that there's this panel on the right-hand side that pops out as soon as it starts playing that shows you how long it's going to be before the show starts, and that kind of covers up part of the trailer. Well, there's a little right arrow in the middle of that you can click to close that slide-out panel, And then later you can click that to reopen it to see how long before the live stream starts, because stupidly, YouTube in all of their wisdom, did Doug just call YouTube stupid? Yeah. When there's a trailer, they got this slide out panel, and then when that slide out panel closes, there's nothing on the screen that tells you when the live stream is going to start until you slide that out again. If there's no trailer, then the bottom left corner, let's see, there, bottom left corner will show you when that live stream is going to start. Now, I don't have any emails saved to deal with today. I don't have any web pages saved to deal with today. I have no saved chat comments from the last live stream to talk about. So I'm going to go back to the chat room, see if there's some other things here for us to talk about. Ken Stout says there are two things. The icons on the side are down from the phone. The icons on the side are down from the phone, and I have a stream scheduled at 12:30. Oh, thanks for mentioning that, Ken, because I did not have that configured. I did not go check before starting the show, so I'll go to customization here, scroll down, and click on redirect, add, and go find Ken's. Boy, there's a lot of stuff. There's Carrie doing another one today. Ken's got a daily Da Vinci coming up at the bottom of the hour. It's not bottom of the half hour, it's bottom of the hour. What is the bottom of the half hour? No such thing. But at dinner with Tim. It was a live stream yesterday night at dinner with Tim. Yes. Oh, and I just realized just before starting the live stream today that I had the title of that wrong. After the show last night, I went back and put a different thumbnail on the video, and I changed the title. And I meant to say, well, let's see, what did I put that as? Let's see, I got it over here. Yeah, so I meant to title it, Tim bought dinner for everyone who showed up. Why didn't you come? Whoever else didn't show up. I don't know why there was only 4 of us there. Geez, Tim was going to buy dinner for everyone, so why not? But anyway, until just before the show, I discovered that said Tom bought dinner for everyone who showed up. So that would have been insulting to Tim, because he's the one that foot the bill for all of us. Very nice thing to do for Tim, so thank you for that. Let's see, what else do I got here? Do I have anything else on this to show or talk about? No, I don't think so. So come back to chat room. Ken Stout says, what? The king of YouTube forgot something? Say it isn't so. Okay, Ken, it isn't so. You asked me to say that, so I said it. I don't know. Brian Lightfoot, okay, the orientation was wrong. Time for a redo. Lights, camera. Flam is the word that is another way to describe Avicii. Again, not making fun. Trying to get the pronunciation right. Down or done your voice. Ken says down or done your choice, not voice. Down or done your choice. I think that's what he's referring back here when he said there are two things. The icons on the side are down from the phone. And I have a stream. Now I got that part about the stream schedule, but this icons on the side are down from the phone. I assume he's trying to tell me where to start a live stream from. I think if I go home, I got the plus sign right down here at the bottom. There's a plus sign for starting a live stream.
Bees have been living in this backyard.
Oh wait, stop that. Stop. I don't want to be playing somebody else. I don't even know what I touched. The icons are on the side are down from the phone. What in the world does that mean? Icons on the side are down from the phone. I do not understand that. There's no icons down under the phone. So anyway, orientation was down. The icons on the side are done from the phone. Oh, that's right. That's right. Those things that come flying up from the bottom, they can only be done from a phone. I did learn that. I learned that about three or 4 days ago. I learned that. In the memory of a 65-year-old Doug, yeah, forgot. So somebody's on a phone. All right, I comprende, mi amigo. Landau to Live Windows Training. You know that doesn't show up in orange unless you put the @ sign at the beginning of it, right? Live Windows Training. If you did not catch yesterday's Security Now, I think it's worth giving. I am listening to it. I'm got partway through it this morning. I intend to finish the rest of it because it's really intriguing title. While you're doing other things to absorb some new information I thought was quite interesting about our browsers, and the other is about cell phones and what has been going on with them. Also something about somebody getting into the system that does all this spying stuff. I do not want to overplay it. It's just better to hear from Steve what happened. It all depends upon how you absorb this type of information. Yeah, so I am in the process of listening to that. Ken Stout says, okay, so I will put this in Doug language. The icons that are on the side of your chat are done from a phone. Yes, now I get it. When to mute, hearts, not on a phone. Yeah, this is the one you just do them from these things down here. And as someone recently asked, how do you get rid of these once you open it up? The answer is you click on the keyboard icon down in the bottom left. Where was I at? There. Oh, I'm caught up. I hope he's referring to the ones that scroll by on the side. Yes. Yes, and there's somebody else with this yellow face, and you can't see that very well with my picture-in-picture there. Well, that's a spam call. Well, it says no caller ID. If they don't wind up leaving a message, it's a spam, and that's just always the case. They never leave a message. Okay, there's some of those things again. I guess I could, let's see, I could do this. There, that way they show up, right? Roy Care. Now, I'm thinking, Roy, since I don't have other content, I'm thinking he gave us a reasonable close pronunciation for his last name as Care, C-A-R-E, but I'm thinking maybe a little more accurate because of something he said prior, is maybe put a little bit of a Y sound in there. Kjar, Care, Kjar. How's that? One, okay, so Roy, give me a 1 in chat if Care is closer to correct. Give me a 2 in chat from Roy if Care, with kind of a Y sound, Care. Oh, he's saying 1. So he's saying car, not care. Okay. Then people saying hi. Hellos. And it is Care. Okay. Doug, what are you going to talk about if you get to the end of everything that's on your list of things to talk about? Oh, I know. I can answer some things that I know Ken Stout is interested in, and some of the others around here too. The higen.com, the female avatar that I've had in some of my productions. I am using the free version. I did not create a specific account on their website, but I log in with my Google account. And the free account is not 1 minute per month. It's 1 minute per day when you use it. So when you go onto their site and create something with it, you get a 1 minute credit for that day. Now, if you skip a few days before you go back on, you don't get a minute for those days that you didn't show up on their website. If you show up on their website, you get 1 minute of credit for creating something that day. So you can keep using it for free. And the watermarks that Ken also asked about is on the bottom right. There's a watermark over there, but if the image that you care about, that you crop it down to, that watermark might not be visible. At least that's what I have observed. So I think that's all I needed to catch up Ken with about that. Ken's screen problems. I don't know where Ken is at with that because I'm a little bit behind him where he's at with his icons, his desktop icons. Care. Let's see. Was he trying to bring up something to talk about? Ken's screen problems? Is that why he says that? Lawn dog. Oh, now you got a space between the @ symbol and the L. So that still didn't work. It didn't put it in orange. I'm thinking about adding my phone number to the do not call list. As you are aware of, about a year ago maybe, they changed the law for how do not track is supposed to work. I did not know they changed it just a year ago. Last change I thought was quite a while ago, and it works for some. It works for the spammers out there that are honest and responsible. But the spammers out there that are getting your phone number off of a list that they buy from the black market, which is a lot for me, the do not call list is not going to help from them. It's only going to be the legit spammers. Is that a thing? Legit spammers? Yes, it is. Marketing companies, marketing professionals, they would be legit. It's the scammers that don't follow the rules. If Roy Care were Danish, it would be this pronunciation. Let's see what that is. Oh, there's Kjar. So that one has the Y sound in it. Lawn dog. So because I do get constant bogus phone numbers, I'm thinking about giving it a try. Any input on your thoughts on the subject? I get a lot of no caller IDs, and if I get them with all capital letters, a name in all capital letters that I don't know, those are always spam, and I frequently will go block that number, which I know does a limited amount of good. And the most beneficial tool that I've had regarding dealing with junk calls that come through here is the iWatch, because it's easier to it's a single touch. It's all I got to do is lift my hand up, and it's got right there to ignore the call or whatever it is. Whereas on the phone, it's a little bit more, and if I have the phone in my pocket or if it's on another table somewhere, but my watch is always there. So the most convenient thing I've had for dealing with those calls is the iWatch. Or maybe smartwatch is enough for it. I don't know. Jeff, I've been on the do not call list for years, and it's pretty worthless. Yeah, it's only going to help for the responsible marketers. Been on that list for decades. And I also recall that you have to refresh that. Yeah, I don't think your name stays on that list indefinitely. I think you put yourself on the list, and I think that expires maybe a year or two. I don't know if the law has changed regarding that. Jim says that, and that's all I have to say about that. And I'm going to guess he hasn't said anything about that. Right? Yeah, Jim hasn't said anything about that except to say, that's all I have to say about that, which was nothing. The do not call list is useless. Are they speaking of a Fed do not call list, federal? Yes, I think that is for us in U.S., when you do a do not call list, that it's just a U.S. observance. Announcement for an update on the icons. To be sure, watch Daily Avicii in 9 minutes. 6 minutes now. Do not call was created in 1991. As we're speaking, I just got another goofy call. Spoof phone numbers is not going to be fixed by putting your phone number on do not call list. Spoofed phone numbers. Yeah, well, if somebody's calling you from a number that is spoofed, it's not the actual number they're calling you from, that's a irresponsible caller. They're not going to be comparing their phone number list to the do not call list, so it's not going to work. LJ, I hate spam calls. Most of my spam calls come from spoofed numbers in my area code. Yeah, I'll get spam calls from that they'll indicate the town that they're from, and there'll be cities in Central California and occasionally Fresno. And if it says no caller ID, or if it shows a name that I don't recognize, I do not answer it. If it's a potential new client, I expect them to leave a voicemail. If they're not willing to leave a voicemail and they are a potential new client, sorry, you don't pass my standards if you can't be bothered to leave a voicemail message. I do go check on voicemail messages, but those calls that I ignore or don't answer, they never leave a voice message. Well, there's occasions they leave voice messages. That's typically sounds like a legitimate spam caller, meaning they're a legitimate marketing company. And I haven't put myself on the do not call list for a long time. I think I'm long time expired from that list. 925 right now. I redirect all my calls on my cell to voice if they're not in my contacts. And I would not do that. Let's see, am I? Yeah, because I oftentimes my clients will call from a number that I don't have in my contacts list, but they're calling from their cell phone and it displays their name, and I recognize their name, so I'll answer it. My do not call list is if your phone number is not in my contact list, phone will not ring, go straight to voicemail. Now, my Verizon service on this, I think it's, by virtue of my Verizon, there's a feature that they have that I have enabled that will detect spam phone calls and they will not ring. If I'm watching the phone at the time, I'll see an indication that there's a spam call being blocked. Now, of course, it doesn't work on all of them. It just works on the ones that they know of. You actually do stay on definitely, because over a decade ago, I did my wife's parents' number and it's still on the list. All right. Did not know that. If you answer one of those spam calls, your number gets marked as live human. Bingo. Bingo, bada, boom. And gets resold to another 10,000 spammers. Do not answer if you do not recognize the name. Absolutely. And do not call back to it unless you disable your caller ID. Because if you answer a call that you suspect is a scammer and you just want to mess with the scammer and they are unsuccessful in achieving their purposes with you, in some of those cases, I am of the understanding that flags your phone number as somebody who will answer the phone. And they just need to channel you to a more clever scammer. So, if you don't want the calls, don't answer, even when it's a scammer, just for the purpose of trying to mess with them. That means you may get more. When they call, make them talk first. Oh, that's another thing I have done on occasion. I'll let it ring several times, and then I'll answer the call, but I won't say anything. I'll wait maybe 5 seconds, and then I'll say something, and they hang up without ever saying anything. So I have had that. John is asking, is RoboKiller working for anyone? Jim says, we've gotten spam calls from ourselves. Yes, our own number called us on a couple of occasions. That's a good one. I don't think I've quite had that, but it seems like I had something kind of close to it. They use bots to record your voice and mimic it when creating fake accounts. Oh, that's an interesting thought. Chris says, I made it. I don't know, what did you make? Robocalls do not work for people with landlines. Well, it's about time for me to send you off. Chris says I said a bad word. I'm not sure what that was. All right, I'm going to go ahead and check out. Sign off. Goodbye. Hasta la vista, baby. Sayonara. What else? Auf Wiedersehen. Au revoir. Catch you later. Later, alligator. In a while, crocodile. That's my email address. If you send an email to me with some kind of question, computer related, what problem that's happening on a computer, whatever it might be, I will respond during a live stream. I typically do not respond by email. And you should get redirected to Ken Stout. Well, so if you have auto redirect turned on, it may or may not work. That's a thing. Where do I click to end this? Oh, that one right there. Yeah.